Hey guys, how you guys doing? I am not gonna be on with you guys long. I am feeling a little bit under the weather, but I said I'm gonna be consistent and make sure that I get on to just be with you guys. Thank you because you guys always show up, and thank you for subscribing to Just Be Audrey Lane. I appreciate you guys coming on. Um, and being and sitting with me. I'm learning some new features about the YouTube stuff and getting everything going. So be patient with me, guys. This will definitely be a short video tonight because it's just my body is feeling like really weird, but I wanted to make sure that I got on. This is actually like the second video because my first one I just felt like it was not putting in the full thing of, even though you may be going through something right now, don't sweat. Don't do where it's like you're not doing the best. You may be feeling the way that you're feeling, but God has you. So you gotta get up and make sure that you do it in the appropriate way of making sure you get out what God needs you to do. So even now, I'm asking God to help me because I am feeling the way I'm feeling, but I also know that I'm going to be feeling better. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and feel better regardless. So what came to me today was the appropriate time in my morning scriptures and morning meditation is um, I used to do, like, if I was in the book of Psalms, I would go and read it like exactly in order. However, lately I've been doing, and especially today, I just would grab the Bible, and wherever I opened it up to and my finger landed on, that's what I will read. And today I actually picked up and I landed on Daniel chapter 6, verses 21 through 28. And we all kind of would know. And if you don't know, I'm going to share a little bit about it for you. Share a little bit about the scriptures for you. And it's Daniel, and he's in the lion's den. And basically, um, he these lions didn't do anything and get him at all. Now, I told you I'm actually learning the Bible myself. So I'm not going to sit here and give you any information that may be misinformation. I actually still have to learn a lot of it myself. And that's what I said, where we got to make sure we are not only studying His Word, but opening up our mouths and asking people, hey, I need help. Can you help me? So I'm actually going to get to Bible study a little bit early tomorrow so I can actually sit and talk with my pastor so he can help me, because I don't like to just pull, you know, victories from scriptures. I need to know all of it so that it can explain this victory and why, it is and how it came about and everything like that for me. Oh goodness, my yeah, I thought everything. But we're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna keep on pushing, guys. So I'm gonna get there early. And it's so funny that when I opened it up and pointed to it, um, earlier this year, my coworker had asked me about this verse in the Bible because her daughter was studying it for school. And so I wrote on here the date, which was in January, of when she asked me about it and everything. And it's so funny that I opened it up today and read it, and it for me was like the appropriate time with everything I'm going through, when people, you know, are lying on you and like trying to, I don't know how to word it, but basically when it's like trying to get people, I guess, to believe this stuff and foolishness and all kinds of stuff. And it's just so funny how I turned to it and landed on it. And then it was weird also because before I even did that, or was it afterward? I can't remember. But it came to me instantly about the appropriate time. The appropriate time. So that's what I did. That's what I'm going to name the video. The appropriate time. God, when He sees fit at the appropriate time, He is going to come in and change and transform you and do all of that. All we got to do is make sure we show up and ask God that, hey, I need your help. I am willing to do it. We got to come with the willingness, God. I mean, guys, we definitely have to, you know, because God sees fit at the appropriate time to change our lives. We really have to go and show up and do the work that He needs us to do for Him. Not this crazy work that we feel like we need to do because, oh, I got to get myself together before I come to Him. No, you don't. Trust me, He's going to get yourself together. Now, there's appropriateness that we need to come when we come to Him. But everything else, He's definitely going to change. He's definitely going to shift for you. It's going to be so wonderful that when we go to keep on going forward and making progress and everything, and when God literally reveals to us to, like, look where you have come from, it's going to be so amazing. It's going to be so wonderful because we can't see it probably while we in the situations, but when we do see it, man, you better make sure you give God all the praise. All the praise. We definitely have to, because I know for me, it's nobody but Him. It's not Audrey Lane. It's not. I didn't do it. What I could say I definitely did was I was just willing to be like, God, I'm gonna give it to you. I gotta give it to you because I don't know what I'm doing. God, help me because I don't know what I'm doing. So at the appropriate time, God is going to place things in our lives, place people in our lives. He just want to make sure that we are willing and that we are showing up for Him and that we're going to push forward for Him. Remember, I had just did a video on, pushing forward and going forward. And that's what we have to do. Don't let the naysayers get in your head. Don't let the lions, well, no, because see, the lions will eat you apart, you know. But don't let them people who cause for the fault. That's why I said I gotta definitely learn this. But that lies on you and get you all distracted. Don't let them liars get to you. Don't let them get to you. Stay focused because I'm telling you, at the appropriate time, God is going to shift some things. And you let Him worry about them. Don't you say, oh yeah, because God's going to get them and everything like that. Let God be God. He knows what to do. He knows how to do His job. You ain't got to worry about telling Him how to do it. He knows how to do it. So I am so grateful that I can literally have where I'm just going to trust God. I have just a trust in Him that I never even thought that a while ago that I would even get to this point. I didn't see it. I didn't know what peace really was. I knew how to say it, but man, I didn't know what it really was. I mean, I can't even imagine what it would be like in a couple of months, in a couple of years. Man, I thank God that I was able to just give it to Him and let Him change me. Man, at the appropriate time. At the appropriate time when He sees fit, trust me. And how about this? Can't nobody tell Him to not do for you. You know, can't can't nobody say, oh, because she was this or because he did that and all of this. You can't. We got to be very careful to not just only speak what we want in our lives, but we also got to speak for the people, because even though with all that's going on with my divorce, I can't speak evil about my husband. There's some situations that I don't like or care for, but I ask God to handle it, and don't let me be a bitter person. Don't let me be a resentful person. Don't let me hold on to this anger. Don't let me hold on, and let me reface it, because it's not this anger. Let me hold on to what is happening within our marriage. I don't want that. I don't want that, because not only is that just bad and crazy thinking, it's just like, why do you even have to put that into your spirit? I don't need that. I'm asking God to change me and remove stuff off of me and out of me, and have me be more like you, God. And that's not of God. Bitterness and hatred and hurt and resentment and frustrations. No. So we don't have to worry about saying, oh, get him, God, get him, God. For me, I'm gonna let him be God. They, you know, we gotta make sure that we do unto others as we were done to ourselves, and we gotta make sure that we show love, because it's so weird that people who do stuff and they mean it for our destruction, it does come back. I will say that. Well, no, that's why you got to be very careful to not get in no gossip and everything. I had a situation where one of my friends who I went to school with today, um, we're kind of going through a lot right now. Our families are going through a lot, and I told her, I had to stop her. I said, I want you to know I'm going to be a listening ear, but I would never, never want to be in your family events to the point that I will give you misguided information, because your family is not my family. What goes on inside of your home is not my business. Now, when you want to talk, I am definitely going to be there. That's part of being a sharpener. We don't have to know the information. If someone is coming to us and they say, I need you to pray, I don't need to know why I got to pray for you. How about that? I don't. Now, I can be a listening ear also, to the point where I will let you know, don't be speaking like that. Not everything is bad. Not everything is bad. How about this? You woke up this morning. That's a wonderful thing. You have life. You have breath in your body. That's a wonderful thing. We have to, excuse me, oh, we have to make sure that we are staying focused on the right things, and don't be getting caught up. Don't be getting caught up with wanting to be right. To I gotta voice my thoughts out and all that. Let me tell you, it's difficult, but I'm learning now that not everything needs to have a reply. Not everything has to be where I talk out, where I say anything. I don't need that. I don't want it. Like, instantly when things come into my head, I kind of like stop it. If it's not for good or betterment or greatness, I don't need that in my head at all. That's too of of just cloudiness that I don't need. So you guys gotta make sure that, and not just you guys, we as one have to make sure that we are staying focused in God. Cause appropriate time. I'm telling you, things are going to shift, are going to change, are going to be so where you're going to be like, oh my goodness, God, this could not be me. It's definitely you. And I thank you. You get the glory. Oh, goodness. Yeah. So I thank you guys so much. It's not really on video because I am on top of like my throat feel like it's closing. Um, I'm tired too, which I know I'm probably, becoming sick because that's the only time I really get tired. Otherwise, I can be up late. And as soon as I start praying, God puts me to sleep. But I'm tired now. Your girl's tired now. But I wanted to make sure I stay consistent and got one with you guys and just share with you guys. And it's going to be definitely more to this because God can't bring you this word and you just stop it right then and there. I gotta ask some more about what's about this appropriate time that you're saying that you have, God. How can I, get it out to let people know about, it's an appropriate time where you're going to shift their lives, where you're going to speak into their lives, where you're going to send, a word of greatness to their lives, send peace to their lives. So I'm going to, sit a little bit more on this. And I hope that, tomorrow more of it to come to me. So God help me. I'm going to ask you to work on it again so it can be, because I do one, part two, part three if I have to. But I'm going to sleep on this tonight. I'm going to sleep on this tonight because it has to be more about the appropriate time because I don't want to go into just rambling for you guys. It definitely has to be more. There's an appropriate time for us. And I got to ask him, what does he mean by this? Because I had to ask him this morning, what do you mean by it, God? And I got on because I want to make sure I'm staying consistent with you guys. But there's definitely more to this. I know it is. I can feel it. That is more to this at the appropriate time. Mm. So I thank you guys for getting on. I do apologize for my my up and downness. I'm sorry, guys. My tiredness and my throat feeling like this, and it's probably where I know I am speaking with you guys, and I'm definitely going to fight through it. But I like to make sure I'm giving you 100% of what God needs me to get out to you guys. So please forgive me, guys. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to Just Be Audrey Lane. I appreciate you guys so much and your time. I love you guys. I love me. And more importantly, I love God. I'm going to be back with you guys tomorrow. You guys rest up and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And thank you guys so much. Bye now.